things you gotta abide by. But as far as building a fucking champion and building a star, man, it's a new world, bro. Who this Ryan Garcia kid been a star for years, and he's just fighting a guy. You know, he just beat a guy. I'm like, well, shit. How do you put your finger on that? You don't know. You gotta gamble. And I think what Top Rank's doing is saying, well, if T.O.'s becoming monetarily wise, he's becoming too big for us to fucking worry with. Well, we got the next crop anyway. And I think that's kind of why they leaning like that. Now it's shitty for T.O. because I'm with Mike. T.O. to me is the fucking man. You know, y'all can't sit here and say Lomachenko was the greatest pound for pound and all this shit. And when a dude knocks him off, oh, he don't get it though. He ain't shit. Nah, fuck all that, man. Fuck all that. He beat the man, get a man.
It's what they thought at Top Rank. They thought he was gonna lose. They definitely
absolutely.
They thought
They absolutely thought the probability was he wasn't gonna win, right? Absolutely.
He came out the other day and said that he was Top Rank's best fighter. What do you guys think? We have Terrence Crawford, Tyson Fury, Josh Taylor, Lomo, Joe Ramirez, and Oscar Valdez. How does he rank against those other fighters? Is he up there?
Tyson Fury and Terrence Crawford are like that's a crop right there. But also Teofimo is a baby, like in boxing at the same time, and he's already like as far as like his rise goes, it's unlike anyone else's. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no ceiling for him. Tyson Fury, you know, he's at the top. Terrence Crawford's at the top, but like again, Teofimo's the guy. If you're gonna say let's make a deal with an emotion to fight, that's the guy you go with. Y'all did it with Deontay. You know what I'm saying? And it was huge. Like Teofimo has the hottest division in boxing. Like I just feel like you can't let that one go because I get, you know, like you said about betting on yourself, and that's Top Rank betting on themselves was saying they have the next crop. Like, man, this guy just knocked off your top guy.
Yeah.
Let's switch out.
You won't be in bed with him.
Let's talk about another Top Rank fighter. Last week, right? Last week, what a fucking fight! Arguably already a contender for fight of the year. Oscar Valdez put on a performance against someone who I thought was much stronger, bigger guy. And to be honest, in that first round, I was kind of worried. He was throwing some shots, and I was afraid he was going to gas out halfway through the round the way he was fighting. But man, he was able to last the fight and pull off such a tremendous win. Did you get a chance to watch it, Mike?
Bro, man, well, I don't want to say I made a mistake, but I watched the Showtime part. But
yeah, you fucked up.
Matter of fact,
yeah, you fucked up. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it like this. Whenever I get on social media, man, and I got friends and people that don't really, you know, boxing, they're not really watching boxing, but I see them retweeting and posting the knockout and stuff like that. It's like, that's why boxing's so great right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a highlight knockout that everybody's seen. Like, that's like I got make sure star overnight. You know what I mean? And for him, you know, a lot of people don't know in context, but like for him to be the guy beat with that, it's like, whoa. You know what I mean? Like that right there, I get the Leo Santa Cruz, Tank Davis knockout was crazy, but that one, prime guys going at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really say Leo Santa Cruz is in his prime no more. And move up. That right there, that knockout, bro, like, you know, that's one of the knockouts you only get, you know, every so often, man, when two top guys are going at it. So, yeah, you're right. I messed up, bro. I messed up.
Now, something that we had talked about, you know, something Derek and I talked about in the gym was, you know, at what point, should have that fight been stopped earlier? I made the point of saying the moment he came back to the corner, and I don't remember what round it was. Maybe it was with the 8th round, and I have to go back and verify. But he came back to the corner and he said, "Ya valió verga." In other words, he said, "It's all gone to shit." At that moment, I would have felt like, okay, my fucking fighter realized this shit's You know, why go out there? You've already been knocked out. You're taking a fucking beating, and every hit that you get from here on out, it's gonna fucking cause damage.
It stays with you the rest of your life.
What do you think, D? I know you shared your thoughts in the gym.
Listen, man. I know enough to know, and because I ain't speak Spanish, I didn't learn that till you told me. I think I didn't know, and then it's still subjective. He said it's all going to shit. Does that mean he's saying he quits, or he's saying this shit ain't going the way we want?
No, he didn't. No, he didn't say no. I'll be clear about that. That doesn't mean I quit. That means it's going to shit. Going to shit.
Here's the thing, man. That's why it's imperative that a fighter and his trainer has grown together through his career, because you understand where he's at. You understand when he's being brutally honest, and it sounds like Berchelt was just being brutally honest in the court. But here's the thing. Neither one is Pernell Whitaker. They gonna fight like this and they gonna get hit. Now it's up to the corner, right? It's up to this corner to say, okay, is my guy going someplace he's never been going, that he's never went before? Because it's easy on the outside to say, okay, this kid's getting changed in there, and here's what I mean. You gotta afford yourself to the coach. You gotta afford to say, okay, this guy knows his fighter more than me. Except when you have a fucking J. Diaz fucking Wilder situation, you know, a fucking retarded person knows he don't know what the fuck he was doing. You need to stop this fucking fight. But here's the thing: with Berchelt, it ain't like he's a tactician. Neither is Valdez. And when you said Valdez was gassing and shit. Oh, he absolutely gassed in that fight. He was running like a chicken with his head cut off them like 2-3 rounds, and that's why Berchelt started easing back into the fight towards the end, up until he got knocked out. Yeah. But what a lot of people don't understand is this. If I train Mike, let's take Mike for instance. Mike's getting his shot. Mm-hmm. Mike, we got a 12 round world title fight, right? Against you super middle, Mike, or you middleweight? What are you?
Middleweight, yeah.
All right. We got this 160-pound guy. We fighting that fucking Plant Kid or Billy Joe or whatever. So I gotta prepare Mike for 12 rounds. He got to go 12 hard fucking rounds. We start the fight. Mike walks into a shot in round 1. Bing! He gets knocked down. He gets up, but he's hurt. He shakes it off. It's up to me to know, okay, my kid was ready for 12 rounds. That right there, now we got 10 rounds in us, maybe, because his recuperative energy. When you get hurt, that brain shook. You don't have 12 rounds in you no more. You know, maybe you can even eyes and hurt this other guy. Now y'all equal again, so he don't got 12 in him no more. So you gotta understand this shit about Mike, and to pretend like you fresh Mike that we know what fucking Berchelt could do. No, we don't. Even if we think we don't know. The trainer knows now. If you ask me what I'd have did, I'd have stopped the fight the round before he got knocked out. Why? Because I've stopped the fight before, and if I knew, I put myself in a position where I know Berchelt and I'm trusting my eyes. I'm saying, yeah, because we're gonna walk into a shot here and it's gonna be over with. And the following round he did, bang, it was over with.
And it was a hell of a shot. Sent him to the hospital.
Yeah.
But when you taking two guys that, and the only way you can describe them is Mexican style fighting, you know, they that's what they do anyway. They get hit any fucking way, right? They gonna get hit. Is that we gotta hit him more than he hit us. You know, where's the line drawn?
Right.
Where you say, all right, bro, listen, man, every time you get hit on the button, you taking that air step. That air, you're looking for the ground that ain't there. Hey, you gotta start thinking. So would I have stopped? I'd have stopped at the round prior. But I'm also not gonna pretend like, you know, this fight wasn't gonna be brutal, wasn't gonna be a slug. That's what was gonna happen. They bullshitted that first round.
Went into it knowing it's gonna be there.
Yeah, about 2 minutes they bullshitted. As soon as somebody got hit, that was it. Wow. So
Jim Lampley used to say skip the casualties, right? They skip the hey, how you doing and all that stuff. They get right to it. But like you said, that's why it's so important for the coach to have a relationship, because a coach's job really is to say the fighter, because the fighter ain't gonna save himself. Fighter's gonna fight. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
Because as a fighter, I'm always gonna think I'm one shot away from winning. And, you know, it's like on the outside, you know, that's always like a coach really is supposed to know, like, a fighter what he looks like when he's good, what he looks like when he's bad, and does he know how to get out of these type situations? You know what I mean? Like, I've seen him get out of this situation before. I've seen him get cracked before. Versus, like, you know, you get guys switch trainers all the time, and, you know, it's always fun. You see the training videos and all that stuff, them looking good. I use Jermaine Taylor's example. Jermaine Taylor had like 4 high-level coaches. And, like, you see, like, towards the end of his career, like, when the fight gets tough, ain't nobody had no good advice for him, because he didn't know, like this, you don't know me really. Like, 8 weeks ain't enough time to know a guy, like, really. You know what I'm saying? You know, your sparring partners, you know, they're going to push you and everything, but they ain't going to be trying to knock you out. Like, not knock you out, you got headgear, all that. So a guy ain't got to get to see you. But, like, we in the gym and, you know, put me through a hard workout, and then we go to the sparring, and we go through this. You know what I'm saying? Then you get a chance to really see that stuff. You know what I mean? So him, it's like we said, like, the relationship's important. You know when your guys had enough, man, like when it's time to pull them out of there. Because a fighter ain't gonna do it. Most time fighters ain't gonna do it.
Absolutely. And that's why I had said earlier, the moment he came back to the corner and he said that, and he sort of just sat down, and I think he realized, this shit, you know, I need a knockout to win. You know, and I think the coach, and I think that might have been what the coach felt, and he believed that he the same thing, and he believed in his fighter enough to give him an opportunity to go out there and get that knockout. It just didn't work out like that.
Well, it's like, you know, if you came back to the corner, I always look at it. If I came back to the corner and they said, hey, you know, you need to knock out the man, or this is going on, I'm gonna stop it. First thing a fighter say is, give me one more round.
Right.
Give me one more round. All right, let me show you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that sense of urgency. So, like, it's weird, man. You know, I respect it. Then at the same time, it's like, stop it, shut it down.
Yeah, that's definitely going to go down as one of the fights of the year. So shout out to Oscar Valdez, man. Great performance. We'd love to have you on the show. So we'll send you out an invite, see if you can spend some time with us, Oscar. But yeah, man. So we got some fights going on tonight. As we mentioned, we got Noe H-Town represent. He's going to be on the Canelo undercard. Yeah. Man, what are your thoughts on Canelo, man? How you feel? Where you have Canelo?
I was saying this the other day. It's like, bro has to start being put in a conversation, like a adult conversation, like that serious. Like, you know, like I was just saying this the other day, and it shocked me how unpopular opinion that is. Like, Canelo deserves to start going to like a GOAT conversation. If y'all put Bron up there with Kobe and Michael Jordan, put Canelo in there, bro. He don't take easy fights.
Well, we agree on that. We agree on that. I've always said that. I've always said that Canelo is the LeBron of this era.
He is, man. Like you know, and then he's.
But I'm not. But I'm not a LeBron fan either.
Bro, I can't stand Bron, but every once in a while I have to stop and be like, man, bro's doing it big. You know what I mean? But like Canelo is doing something, and you know, like, I think it's another one of those careers we're gonna look back on and be like, whoa, man, that should have been appreciated more. Because, like, not only is he like beating guys, he's beating guys like, it's like, man, like he whitewashed dude, or he knocked dude, like people knock him for taking a Amir Khan fight. Well, we'd rather him fight Amir Khan than like a guy like with the name fighting tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I respect the way he's doing it. And the move up and down and weight, like, who does it like that? Like, who does it like that? It's just, I think he's one of those great guys for the sport.
I think Canelo's in a great spot right now. He's still young. He's 30 years old. He's already achieved so much. And I think I don't think there's a ceiling, but I think that every fight is going to be strategic. It's going to have an impact on his legacy moving forward. I think he's going to be starting to fight some tougher guys, because sooner or later you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight the Charlos. You're going to have to fight